So this is Germaine's show, you guys. This is the unboxing of what Germaine has, and I'm gonna do my best to start a project. Hi, Kim. I'm gonna start a project with Germaine's beads. Earthy. Nancy, I'm gonna teach Nancy about layout. Okay, so for the treasure trove, so yeah, so what I like to do is go ahead and put all the earthy colors together. Okay. This is awesome. And then sometimes it's nice to have a color that pops. Oh, she said pink, brown, and green. All right, she wants pink, brown, and green. Wow. So let me put just the non-pink, non-brown, and non-green away. I'm gonna put the peachy one away. I'll put her free gift away. Creams.
Oopsie.
Put the yellow.
Those are trying to escape and stay home with me.
Silver. I'll put this one away. I know, aren't her pearls nice? If you guys see anything you want from her stash, let me know because we'll see if we still have it. Okay, so this is looking quite beautiful. What do you think so far, Germaine? Like what colors do you like here? And which ones can I take out? I'm thinking I can take out this lighter pink and then do it a little bit stronger. What do you think? Or take out like the lighter beiges, or take out this brown. Like, tell me what you like first, and we are going to start with that. Man, these are all nice. So this is another way we can organize it, by like families. That's one of your issues. All right, this is tip drill right here. So tip drill is gonna add a lot of nice texture. Oh, can you get a flower dish, Nancy? I'm gonna borrow you for a little bit, Miss Nancy. So the tip drills are gonna be awesome because that's gonna give a lot of texture to the piece and stick out just a little. Like on this sample right here, you can see where the tip drills pop out just a little bit more. So that will be, I love putting tip drills in there. I'm gonna put this here so we can show the palette as it begins. Keep the keshis in for sure. All right, let's try that. Ooh, that's looking good. All right, pour the green right here, Miss Nancy. And so here's the green. So I love it so far. I mean, I think it's looking super good. We could use more tip drills, but because this brown one is already going to be the tip drill presence, I think we can take this out. So a good way of designing is say, okay, we have tip drills enough. We can take out the larger ones and she can use this for something else. So I'm going to put this as a no. Okay. Now, if she loves this color, I think that an addition of this would be super cool because these are faceted and they pick up the color here, but it's a different shape. So then this could be the primary color in the treasure trove. These two right here, and these could be the accents, right? Okay, then we need some different sizes because what we're going to be doing is measuring to make a loop. So the left side of the loop and the round side of the loop have to get to be the same length. When you have all different size beads, it's nice to have smaller ones that can fill in gaps. So if one side's a little short, you're like, oh, I'll just put in one tiny bead. So I think that this would be awesome as the tiny bead filler. Okay, so that is going to go in. Okie dokie, let me get this off the strand. Okay, now we could put in more. We can put in seed beads, or we can put in crystals, because I think that always adds in some good texture. Germaine, are you up to looking at some of our crystal palettes? And you can tell me if you like any, then I can incorporate it into your treasure trove. Let me know. While you're thinking, I'm going to reorganize the bead layout so I'm ready. I mean, another one we could add in is this plain old brown, this brown round. Is it me? Janine says, is it just me or do the gold pearls you have out in a little pink in them? That picks of the pink keshi. This one, these have a teeny bit of pink. Yes, this one definitely does. This one is super cool. I mean, if we want another chunky bead in her treasure trove to be to pop out, these are about 8 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Do you guys want, or Mr. Germaine, do you want to see this in there? Okay, so Mr. Danton, could you do me a favor? Because we need to be able to see her palette while the crystals come out. Can you somehow put this side as, it can cover up the word Swarovski crystal bicones in your slide? Is that gonna be okay? Am I talking to anybody? Oh yeah, he's there. I couldn't see him. He's like fully hidden behind the monitor. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Danton to keep this palette on the crystal screen so that you can tell me, and then we'll ask Nancy to run out and get the crystals. So in the meantime, while we get the crystal part ready, I'm gonna show you, oh, are we using this one? Are we, Missy, I'll just leave this here for now, okay, while we think about it, and you let me know. Because it is a really nice addition. I like it. Okay. I need a sticky, I need something that I can lay it out so the beads don't roll. Bead mat, gotcha. Even better, my sticky bead mat. Do you guys want me to get this back in stock? Remember I was talking about it? And I know that like 10 people said yes, but I gotta order 100. So let me know. So what I do with this is, look. It's sticky, you can rinse it. And it won't move around. So I'm going to design the left side and the right side of the treasure trove. So it's going to look like this, because you know I love my drawings. So we're going to go left side, right side, tie the strings together, left side, right side, tie the strings together. So all along on this string, it's going to be her beads. So like this, and like that, okay? And then we're gonna do something on the other side. So I'm just doing a temporary layout. Now, when you're doing your loops for the treasure trove, you have multiple ways to do this. If you like it super mixy, like this, then the left side can be one color, the right side can be one color, and the woven string can be another color, or it can be, let's say we're using A, B, C, D, E. We can put A, B, C, D, E on the right, we can put A, B, C, D, E on the left, and then on the weaving one, it can be like G and H, right? So many options. Or the left side could be all A's, the right side could be all B's. So depending on what you'd like to do, it can be A's on the left, B's on the right, and your weaving string can be C. So I'm gonna have you let me know what you're feeling. If you want A, B, C, D, E on the left, A, B, C, D, E on the right, or you like A's and B's and C's. Because visually, it's gonna make a difference on each of these things that I'm talking about. Will I have enough of each color? That is such a good point, Sharpay. So what I can do, if she tells me she likes A on the left and B on the right, she has more of the greens, more of the browns. So what I do is I pat it, and then I'd make it monochromatic. So it'd all be like the pinks, then the greens, and then the browns can be weaving. But I mentally would start a layout based on what Germaine likes. She likes on the left and the right to be different. Right on. Okay. A and B and C. Okay, so A is going to be one color, right, Germaine? B is going to be its own color, and C is going to be its own. So that means I'm going to put the pinks. Miss Nancy, do we have any other pinks in Miss Germaine's bag? Germaine, don't forget to think of your giveaway question. I put the pressure on you, girl. Okay. So I think because we have a lot of the browns could be the weavy, and then the greens could be left side, right side, browns for the weavy. Okay.
That's the pinkest over there.
This one. Okay. Okay. Let me make that work then. We could put one tip drill between like two keshis. That'd be cute. And then on this side, we can put green. Can I have one more green? Oh,
let's see. Yeah.
This one? Okay. So we can go round, potato round. Oh, that's nice. And then we will have to break it up a little bit with some crystals or something to make the loops more flexible. All right, Miss Nancy, we're going to need 2 colors of nylon cord now.
Okay.
So we can use 2 different colors of nylon cord. We can go pink on the right and green on the left. Let me get my nylon cord sizer. I know you guys, one day when Auntie Jamie gets her act together, we're all going to have these at the same time. Oh, I just got called for jewelry duty and I was like, I don't know when to squeeze that in when I can barely even get this part of my life done. So I'm going to test to see what fits. And so far her beads are fitting on a 6. If it's tight, ooh, I'm going to switch to a 4, okay? So I'm going to switch to a 4. Germaine's question is subjective. So for the Germaine giveaway, for you to win a matching mask that my mama sewed, and you'll be matching with Miss Germaine with your purple and yellow plumerias, please answer her question. What is your favorite gemstone to use with pearls? Oh, this is going to be nice. Okay, so I'm testing all the pearls right now. You must test because if it doesn't fit the cord, you're going to be S-A-D. I mean, there's other 3-letter acronyms that would work, but we'll do S-A-D. All right, that's going to be... I just was spelling out sad, Nancy. That wasn't an acronym. I know. Can you imagine? What's an acronym? What's a sad acronym for S-A-D?
I'm sure our audience will be able to tell us
something.
Quickly.
Okay, Germaine. I'm going to test the green ones. I'm going to find you some cords. I'll pick the cord colors. And Danton, take it away, son. Show them some crystals. Oh, I got all the cords right here. Danton was ready for it.
I've got the crystal slide up while you're looking.
All right, if you can make it a little bit bigger, because I cannot see. Maybe a little bit bigger. Take up half the screen. Okay, and then I'll move my palette over here. All right, okay. Alrighty, you ready, Germaine? We're going to show you some different palettes for you to choose from. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, that lilac rain. But I think it's got a little bit too much purple in there, so we'll keep going. Maybe a little too black. Fruit Loop, too bright. So I think what's going to happen is we're not going to look at the pearls and the beads. Evergreen. Actually, evergreen has some potential. We would just not use the red one at the bottom. Oh, can you go back to evergreen super quick? All right, we'll keep going. We'll come back to that one after, Danton. Keep going. We'll just make a note. Yeah, because I really like the deeper colors in the evergreen. Winter Wonderland, too many blues. Miss Nancy, can you pull evergreen out while we're looking? You know what might be nice? I think he has rare earth in there too. Like this one, I think has good potential, and the Thanksgiving one too. Hi, Leslie. We're doing a treasure trove for Germaine, and right now we're just looking for crystals. Okay, no, not the Christmas. No, not the candy apple. This is kind of fun. I've never like picked beads like this before. Germaine says, what about rare earth or deep ocean? Okay, Miss Nancy, let us take a palette out and stick it in a tray and we can show her.
Okay.
I got the rare earth.
Ocean.
Oh yeah, that's nice. This is super fun. Thankful is actually kind of neat, you know.
I think.
Me
both of
too.
them
I
are actually
yeah. I'm gonna show you that one too because now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of like, ooh. Okay, so I have rare earth.
And Jamie, all of these are all available, yeah. So they just can do sold kit on the number.
Yeah. Yep.
And if they have any questions, I can bring up a slide for them for the ones they like.
Okay. Some of these we only have one kit, so if you guys, ooh, sea glass. Yes, sea glass and pearls would be amazing to do as a treasure trove. Ah, June, I got a whole bunch of sea glass. A whole bunch. I'm so super excited. So I'm gonna do a sea glass trunk show and I got a whole bunch of sea glass. So I could do a kit with that. That'd be fun. Okay. You know, the process of like making something. Okay, I'm gonna say deep ocean is a no. So this is deep ocean. The reason why is it has 3 shades of blue that we don't have in here. So if that's okay, deep ocean's gonna go away. Now we have thankful. Thankful actually really looks nice with this palette. It's gonna bring in more colors because it's got the green, the gold, it's got the browns, and it has a purple and it has this. But look, both of these are super workable in your palette. So that is thankful. But rare earth also works really well with all of it's all like naturals. So it's got the rose gold, the browns. I gotta look at my comments in 1 second, Germaine. I'm only looking at my hands in the screen right now, so I'm trying to get this in focus so you can see. So now it's up to you, my friend. You're gonna go rare earth or thankful as your crystals in this kit. Let me know. Let's see what she said. Maybe foliage.
Foliage.
Foliage?
Do I have one called foliage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Foliage.
All right, Germaine. Leslie says make 2 with both crystal kits. Leslie, I forgot to tell you what we're doing. So this is Germaine's order and she's letting me unbox it for her before I ship it to her. And I'm gonna start a sample for her. So we cannot do 2 kits because there's not enough beads to make 2 projects. We can do it, you can do it as a necklace or a bracelet. And Germaine, you let me know which one you want me to start it off. So then if it's a bracelet, I might make it a thicker one. She says, thankful. You got it. Okay, we're gonna thankful you right now. If it's okay, I'm gonna open up the kit now. This is KT 128. Okay. And we're gonna get jamming with the making of it. Can you give Miss Germaine the kit number for this one so she can comment?
Rare earth.
This is thankful. Okay, you guys ready? Now we're gonna do an actual layout again on here with the crystals. So we're gonna do a left side, right side, knotted together. So now, Germaine, you have a choice. In between the crystals, on the pink side, I could put like these 2 colors or just one. It doesn't need both. And then on the green side, I could put like a green. And I think I'll save, ooh, maybe even the black. Like that. So this could be left side and this could be right side. And if you guys notice, what I didn't do is figure out how to get more crystals in there. 3, 6, 9, 12. We have 12. So, what do you do if you don't have enough crystals? I teach you because I've hit that problem myself. So this is going to be loop 1. And if she's making a necklace and we don't have enough to get around her neck, then Germaine is just going to put chain or leather to finish it. So I'll show you how to put a bead cap on there, and then we'll move from there. Okay, so this is side 1, and here we'll put 1 crystal because we definitely can make 12 loops for sure. Where's that other pearl? Okay, and then on this side, depending on what we're doing, then I can put this like this. Haha! Okay, so as you can see, the amethyst crystal is in loop A. And in this one, it's got the, like that volcano color crystal in loop B. Germaine, I can get more than 1 package of crystal. Girl, you know, this is how I like to design, like desert island style. I'm like, this is what we got, and this is how we're gonna make it work. Oh my gosh. I don't know, like, if you guys like to design like that, but I find it fun. I love the challenge. And Germaine, do you like gold or silver? Because I have some seed beads here that I also can put in. Like I have these super cute gold delicas that are gold, so we can pop those in. So that's kind of a nice way just to add some flexibility. I have these 8/0 Charlottes. I can pop those in. Then I have this bag of gold beads. That's mysterious. We can use that. What you feeling? Silver. I almost want to say we should use this one because I have a lot of them in this bag. Or the gold delica, because I think that's super pretty. I'm going to do the gold delica, okay? Because that one's super nice and it's Duracoat, meaning that it's got a long last on there. Okay, let's string. I am ready. Miss Nancy, what did we pick for our string color?
Oh,
We need 2 strings and we need a pinchy. So let me get my pinchy. This is the bead stopper. Who's excited? Who's excited to see what's gonna happen? I am. Treasure Trove is always like that. So you see the thickness of the Treasure Trove? We can make it super thick or thin because we have left side, right side, and then a weavy thread. So do you want a bracelet? Are we doing a necklace, a bracelet, or are we doing, you know, do you like it on the thinner, more compact side of Treasure Trove, which people have told me, or do you like it on the thicker side? And I make it happen. I will make it happen. We're going to use size 4 nylon carded. And I'm going to do green on the green side and pink on the pink side because then it makes it just easier. Oh, you guys should be telling Germaine thank you because I've never unboxed someone's beads before. I mean, we've only had an online business since COVID. So I've never unboxed someone's beads before and had the opportunity to play and just kind of go, ooh, what is going on? So this again is Miss Germaine's box of goods, and I am unboxing it for her. And Germaine says a necklace may be thinner. Can do, girl. Can do. Okay, so I'm pre-stretching my cord right now. So it comes on this paper, right? And it's wrapped. So to get all the kinks out, you want to pull it. But you never want to pull where the needle meets the thread. You see that? Don't pull this part. You can pull up to it. Number 4 and 6 is what I generally would use for pearls. But as you can see, I tested it with my handy dandy tester before we even started. So this is a homemade tester. We used to sell them, but laminating these little things was not fun. But if you guys want to make one, I do have a list of everybody who came to the last bead jam who said they wanted to. Miss Nancy is going to take this one and unspool it and test and stretch it out. And what we're going to do is you never, ever cut this thread. You use it super long because it is like 6 feet, like 6 meters. So it's a nice long piece of cord. If you pre-cut it to the length you want, you're just going to be wasting the rest. So you just struggle with a really long piece. I've taught people how to knot with long pieces of string for 23 years, so I know you can do it too. We're going to match up the ends and tie a knot. So when we are making this bracelet, we're just going to start. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to be because we're just using an unidentified amount of pearls. But the nice part is if you give yourself enough length on the beginning, if we have to, we can figure out a way to lengthen it, okay? Oh, there is no tester, Leslie. You got to come to one of the bead jams, and then if I can, I can show you how to make one, but there's not like one that we sell anymore. Okay, so this is the needle, and someone just said, how do you straighten it? I just use my fingernail because it's just a piece of twisted wire. But remember, if you pull it really hard over your nail, you're going to curl it like curling ribbon. So don't pull it that hard. You just want to straighten it enough. The other thing you can do is you can take a flat nose plier and you can squeeze it. You know, if there's like a kink or something. So I just kind of do that. If you use your nail like me and you do a lot of jewelry with your nail, you're going to find that all your nails at the edges are all raggedy. So depending on like if you're like worried about your nail, you may want to use your tool. I don't have time to worry about my nails. Now, you see this thread. You see how it is stuck to this needle. The way it was done is they took the thread, then they took a piece of wire. Chotomate. I'm going to actually do a demonstration because once you understand how it's connected, you'll be way more careful in the future of not separating it. I'll borrow this. So here's a pretend wire and here's your thread. Okay, let me do it right there. One side is twisted, one side is twisted. So they're twisted in opposite directions. So that nail is stuck. That needle is permanently stuck on this thread. But what happens with it being twisted is there is a permanent twist in your cord. So when you cut the end off, it wants to helicopter and untwirl. So you always, always, always have to burn the end of your thread or tie it off like an umbilical cord. Otherwise, you'll just get this piece of thread that's going to go crazy and untwirl and not be able to use again.
What happens if you don't straighten it out?
If you don't straighten it out, it is, or like you don't pre-stretch it, then during real life, when you wear it and you pull it, it will then stretch.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of an analogy of something in life that's like that. Like old underwear elastic.
Oh no.
You ever did that, you guys? And then
Stretch it
you're
out
like,
too much.
yeah, and then you're like, oh no, it's not snapping back. Okay. Hi, Deborah DJ. Hi, Linda. So I'm going to take the two ends of the cord and I'm going to tie an overhand knot. Make two. Two is better than one. So go through twice and make a surgeon's knot. Give yourself some thread at the end. Why? Because it's better than, you know, like yesterday when I was doing Danton's macrame and then I failed 3 times because I didn't give myself enough leather each time. So now I'm like, be generous. This thread is really cheap. Okay. Ooh, why don't I do a sample right now of what untwisting cord looks like? That's always a good demo. So you're going to cut your cord, okay, like this. And already, do you see it untwirling right now? Can you see that? It's getting fuzzy right there. So if I keep teasing it with my fingers, it will spin out. So you must burn it right now to stop it. The other trick you can do is after you cut it, tie a little knot at the end like this. Very umbilical cord style, right? And now it will not come undone up to the knot. So you can burn it. Or if you don't like fire, use your thingamabob, this, your thread zap. because that will also sear the thread. The searing of the thread is actually quite amazing because that also stops it from helicoptering out. We have all these tools. If you guys want to buy anything throughout the show, give us a holler. Danton can give you a comment sales. And the sticky note, this sticky pad, do me a favor, if anyone wants one, if I get up to like 50 people that want it over the next month, I will order it. So I'll make a list. Put sold, chat, sticky mat. And then I will start assembling a little list on the sold chat sticky mat. So this, you hold the button down, it is heating up, and then boop, watch, cuts right through, singes it so it won't untwirl. So that is also very handy. You have to do one of those techniques. If you do not, then you will waste your entire cord when you cut it. Okay, so I took the two ends and I made a knot. I'm going to put my thingy, bead stopper. My God, there's so much lingo, yeah, for beading. Put my bead stopper on just to weight it down so I have something happening. And I'm going to start stringing my pattern for my one side of the treasure trove. Okay. The sticky mats, I think, were like $8 or $5. So if you want more than one, please make a note because I actually do use more than one. I actually have 3. Well, I don't have 3 now because when we ran out, I had to sell one of them to a friend. Okay, okay. I'm gonna pour some of these gold seed beads out, and let's get them moving. I will start with a seed bead at the end. Why? Because I just want to show you what happens when you put one on. It hides the thread, especially if you're working with tip drills. If you string a tip drill on right away onto your cord, it's going to show a little bit of thread. And ooh, I don't want that. The very initial pull, watch that, yeah? The very initial pull over, you guys, exporting from China is going up by 21%. That sticky mat may not be $5. It might be 6 or 7, depending what the 20% and the new shipping is going to be. Because I bought it the last time was pre-COVID, and I think there's new China-US relation tariffs that are going on. So it may not be 5. I'm so sorry. It might be 7, but we got to go with that, okay? So see, when you pull your bead over that needle, initially it was an I. Yeah, yep. Let me show you why. Because it was twisted, right? So we took this twisted wire and we took this twisted thread. Right here, there's going to be a little space in that wire. When you do your first pull through a bead, you're going to hear a popping noise. I don't think you can hear it because I already did it. But that popping noise, you can hear it a little, is going to mean that you compressed that eye smaller. I would say 80 to 90% of my customers all came back to me and said, my bead doesn't go on my thread. Are you sure? And I'm like, you just got to get it over there once. Now, there is moments where it will not go over it. And I've had customers yank it with all their might. You're going to have to learn for yourself where is that point, because then they've ripped the needle away from the thread because the thread was too thick. So there is that medium point where you want to be aware. Ooh, Danton, where's Nancy? I was going to tell her she should stream this to GBE so that they can also watch and learn something. If you could tell her that for me. Okay, so then I'm going to string on Germaine's very first loop. I like it to be about 1 inch minimum on the length, okay? So let's see what it looks like. It's hard to say what it looks like until you do it. That's what's really nice about the treasure trove. It's a surprise every single time. But it is patterned. It is not this random mishmash of things. There is a pattern. So this is, sorry, I'm a mess. This is going to be the left side of Germaine's piece. I'm going to put a seed bead between the 2 tip drills or leave it, because look, when 2 tip drills butt up next to each other, it will helicopter. If I put a seed bead between it, then they're going to dangle left and right. So actually I prefer the helicoptering because then I know it's gonna stay really set. Any questions? Let me know, okay? Let's measure it. It is almost 1 inch. But oh, Germaine did say she doesn't want it too thick. So I will put one more seed bead on the end. And this is where I was like, oh, if you have small beads, small pearls, small gems, this is where you could put it. Okay. So now let's do the left side. So this was the right side. Let's do the other side, the green side. We are, no, my whole project is sticking to the mat. We are going to try and make the left side and the right side similar. Okay. So I'm going to start with a pearl, then a crystal, and then the potato pearl, which is so cool. I like the helicoptering, let those pearls fly. Okay. And then, so I have a round pearl, a bicone, a potato. Let's put a seed bead for fun, and then another round pearl. Okay, when is the last time I made a treasure trove? I don't know, I was like in my 30s maybe, and I'm 50 now, so quite a while. How many times have I taught it since then? Way more than I've ever made it. Okay, so here is her pattern, and I do not like it. I don't like it because there's a gold bead here and a gold bead by my fingertips. It makes me feel funny. So I'm gonna undo it and put that gold seed bead on the green side down here. Or maybe, ooh, I'll put it between the crystal and the pearl, and that'll make it pop better. So I'm gonna move that crystal, that seed bead right in. But when I tie the knot and I tie these together to make her first loop, what's really important is that there's a space. You see where my fingertip is? That's where we're going to weave in and out of. If you make it too small and you don't have this space, you will be sad. So if you want it to be a long and lean treasure trove, you should make your loops long and skinny, because then it will look long and skinny. I like chunky treasure troves, so I tend to make my loops small. Now, here's the thing to think about. When we weave this pearl in and out of the loop, will this pearl fit? If it doesn't fit through this loop, again, you will be sad. So I might have to make my loop a little bit bigger. Questions, please ask. This is a great time to ask what I am doing, because there's no right and wrong. That's what's beautiful about this technique. I promise you there's no right and wrong, because what's going to happen if it doesn't work is you're going to adapt and you're going to make it work. MSH, make stuff happen.
That should be a shirt.
Hashtag make stuff happen. I moved the gold seed bead. I'm going to bring it back up so you guys can see. Ah, I like it better, much better. But now I don't like these two pearls stuck together. So I could put another seed bead there, Germaine. How about swapping the position of the crystal and the seed bead? Very smart, Janine. I didn't even notice that. So I am going to move the crystal. Now, if I wasn't so frugal with other people's money, I would put more crystals. But we cannot, Germaine. I'm sorry. We got to work with what we have. She's probably like, put more crystals. I'm like, this is what you're getting from your sensei. I'm going to put a seed bead. Hi, Margie. Margie, I've missed you. Yes. Pearl, crystal. Put another seed bead. Another crystal. I know the next time I offer to open someone else's unboxing, they better know that I'm like, whatever's in your box, that's all that's going on your necklace. Okay, how is this? Too much seed beads, you guys? I think it's kind of cool actually, because it won't keep it super chunky. It'll give us some room to put some stuff in the center. It's got the green happening. One thing that I am open to is switching out one of the seed beads to a different color instead of it all being gold. So if Germaine, your face, your emojis, if you don't want so much gold, tell me and I'll put a green seed bead, because part of the process is, you got to get what you like. But I think part of the process of life is making things work and not just always over adapting by saying, I'm going to go and buy more stuff. I'm a very practical beader. This is not green, but doesn't it look it? It's called black velvet, but it's got like a little bit of greenness to it. You want me to put that instead of the gold so it's softer? What kind of green seed bead?
Mhm.
I actually like the black velvet.
Mhm.
Germaine, you want green? I got plenty of green seed beads, girl. Or if you like black velvet because it's in my box, we can do that too. I will wait to hear from you. While I'm thinking, I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do black velvet because in my desert island technique, I cannot leave the room. We have to go with what is only within an arm's reach of me.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
You can only craft with what's in a room. And
Yep.
give you a room full of stuff.
Yep. And then what would be more funny is, what if I say I can't get off my chair, so I can only scoot around my chair as far as I can go.
Like the floor is lava.
Yep. Yep. Did those little bags come with the treasure trove? No, Germaine is buying those today. This is not a treasure trove class or a demo. This was an unboxing of what Germaine bought in our
Half Strand Pro Show?
yes, in our Half Strand Pro Show. So what I did was I did not even open up Germaine's box till I came and sat down when I was late for the showcase. Again, I am very, 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 very sorry about that. But yeah, I didn't know what was in here because I wanted to be surprised myself. It's nothing like a good challenge, yeah? Nothing. Well, there's nothing like a good challenge in front of your friends and getting a little bit of a sweaty hand as a result. Okay, should we do that then as a challenge in a couple of weeks where everybody can only bead with what is within their reach? So once you sit down and once you join the live, it's all over.
Oh my gosh, Jamie, what if you did a gimme gimme at the bead jam? Because everyone will be in there.
How do you do a gimme gimme?
So you could be like, gimme a pair of needle nose pliers. So they have to go into their bead room if they're in their bead room and
Uh-huh.
get their needle nose pliers. The first one to
I
show
like
it,
that.
get a gift.
Okay, who's going to give the gift? Because I want a bead.
Mhm.
Like, do I have to stop and be like, okay, let me go find a gift?
If we don't do it for bead jam, it'd be fun to do it another time when we have
Oh,
people together.
that's true. Okay, because when we do the Zoom, you guys, we don't really have someone moderating. Like right now, Danton is here in the room with me and he's making sure of the production. But when we do Zooms, everybody leaves me in the room by myself. So I'm like, oh, well, that would be a lot of fun. Okay, I like this. I really, really like this. I can see the colors really well. I wish you could too, so that you could see that the green is really green.
Do you need your gray mat?
Oh, you so smart. Where's my gray mat? Oh, here. How's that? I can't stand up, remember? I have to stay where I am. Okay. I'm going to tie the knot now. So I'm going to go right over left and left over right. God be with us, Germaine. Let's hope it's nice. It will be. Once we add all the goodies, it's going to be awesome. Uh-oh. One of my seed beads came off my string. Okay, hold on. One moment, please. I got to scoot that seed bead all the way back down. And now we're going to tie a knot right over left and left over right. Before this technique, before I finally got to the one where I'm teaching you, I did do multiple versions of it to see what would work the best. And tying a knot with your 2 nylon cords seems to be the best. I am always open to suggestion, and I'm always open to everyone doing their own thing as well. So let me know. Okay, right over left, left over right. If you don't know right over left, left over right, just make 2 knots because this is so forgiving, it won't really matter. Why having a chair on wheels is key. Rolling all over to get beads and tools. For real, yeah. I have in my bead room at home, I have a rolling, what do you call it, chair too. But you know what? I can't bead at home anymore because with COVID, I had to bring my bead displays to the store, and so I had to put everything in boxes on the floor. And OMG, it's a mess. Okay, look, Germaine. Puka number 1, done. Let's do the second one. So now since I'm using 2 colors of thread, it's so easy. I'm just going to do on the pink thread, the pink pattern. So my pink pattern was gold seed bead, pink keshi. Now it's easy. Pink keshi, crystal, chubby pearl. So you have a pattern you can read now. So what I used to do for my customers was make up their patterns for them when they'd come in the store and make their first loop and whatnot, and then they'd go home. And then I was like, that's cool. Sometimes they'd bring their stuff back so I could see it, and I'd be so happy. Okay, so this is how we're going to get across the fact that we only have 12 colors, but with 12 colors, we can still make a bunch of loops. I don't know. What I used to do for my customers when I had more time was count how many beads were in their kit or oversell them more. But you know, with COVID and not having the ability to travel and go out more, I've learned that, you know, we all can adapt and be more creative within that parameter. So it goes small, round, black, velvet, pebble, black, velvet, crystal, and round. Okay, so much easier right now that we have a pattern. Hi, Dina. Jacqueline, where are you watching from? Hi, Miss Laura. Laura, look, we are doing a treasure trove today. So I just walked us through the beginning, and I can walk us through again if you want me to talk about the pattern. So this is loop number 2 that has 2 different colors of crystals, so we can stretch out her supply, but it definitely is the same pattern. I don't like that black bead, you guys. It's like making me look at it, like hardcore, stare at it. Any comments on that? Is anybody else just finding that you cannot stop staring at that? So when I design, I really try not to put something in that makes me just only look at that bead. So we could, because we have enough crystals in this kit, we could put because so far I've only used the green and this one and the purple. We could put the gold or the brown. Watching from Florida, I don't like the black. Isn't that funny? She's like 4,000 miles away, and she can still be like, I don't like that one. Me too. Okay, hold on, because what else is in Germaine's bag? Let me see. Germaine, you only have pearls in your bag. Oh, she has a yellow pearl. But hang on. Let's see what else she has here. She has this cute brown pearl. We could put that in there instead. Let me see. No, because that was the mixy mix. Ooh, well, no, I don't like that. Okay. Taking out the black. And, Danton, what should we do? We have plenty of these pearls. Should we just put one more pearl in and no crystal on this one? Let's see. Hi, Laura. Yeah, I know. We are problem solving, and the trick is I cannot get off my chair. So without the extra bead, and if I use 3 of those pearls per loop, so I would have, let me do my math really quickly. How many loops can I do? So I'm going to count in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do 10 more loops like this because I have 30 pearls. Okay, so if I can do 10 more loops and each loop is almost an inch and it's going to choke down because it's going to fit tighter. So I'll have 12 loops total. So I have about a foot. Germaine, you are going to have to add chain to this project. What do you think of that? So then it'll be like a treasure trove like this sample here. So yours will have the bead caps at the end, and then we can basic wire wrap or something to end it. I think you know how to do that. Or it'll be like this sample, chotomate. I was wearing one yesterday here, where we added even a longer bit to the end. So it's gonna truncate, then you switch to something else to make it longer. Your head's exploding. I know, I know. There is a lot of thought to this. I think I've lost a lot of customers and friends along the way who once we started was like, I don't want to. Nah, I'm just joking. I didn't. But I can just imagine if you're starting off as a beginner and someone tells you to do all that. I know this wouldn't have been my first project. Okay, so I'm going to add one more pearl to see what happens just for the heck of it. Okay.
Jamie, what was your first bead project? Do you remember?
Oh, yes, I actually have it. It's this really funky wire wrap that's in a box. I was just looking at it right before the show started when I was cleaning. Okay, so what's going to happen if I put one more pearl instead of a crystal on the green side is it's going to look lopsided. Look, can you see that? It's going to bow or bow out more on one side because it's longer. I've done that multiple times on my pieces too, and I think that's fine. So please let me know, Germaine, is there a crystal in rare earth that would work? Let me see. Can you yell for Nancy? Oh, nope, she don't have to yell. It's right behind me.
And you can grab it.
I know. It's can they see me on the camera? Here, give me the front camera.
Okay.
So Germaine, I had the crystals like, look, they're right here. So I only had to swivel and reach for it. So I think that's okay. Yeah, the rare earth is super nice. You want me to put that in there? Here. These are the rare earth colors. If you like that, then we could add this to it. Jeremy, that won't do. Because then I would love to use this on the green side. Okay, thank you, Miss Germaine. We're going for it now. I'm going to put these in there. Take these blacks out for now. You could put that in a different one. Okay. Here we go. Back on track. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. I promise once we get through this beginning portion, it's all downhill. Well, that doesn't sound good either, yeah? Who wants it to be downhill?
Only if we're sledding.
Sledding, yes. Okay, back on track. Back on track. Okay, so I will repeat what we've done so far as a catch-up. We have strung on a pattern of beads of 1 inch on the left and a pattern of pink beads of 1 inch on the right. And now we're going to repeat that pattern until we use all of Germaine's beads or we hit an end. Then I only do a few though so that I don't take away the pleasure of Miss Germaine making it. And then I'm going to weave in the soft flicks. I'm a Libra. I need both sides to be even. Oh, you know, I've had some customers like that who on pattern A, left and right, was the same exact thing. You know, it was like mirror images of each other, sometimes in different colors, sometimes the same exact color too. And those turned out just as beautiful. Okie dokie. I'm going to tie my knot. And now we have 2 loops. I'm going to do 2 more loops, Miss Germaine, and then I'm going to weave the soft flex in there. All right, now's a great time for questions. Or if you guys want to start one and you want to ask me questions about starting and you have your palette in front of you, please do. I mean, you guys, you're lucky. You have a whole bunch of beaders right here at your disposal in our Ohana that we can reach out to and just be like, hey, what do you guys think? Okay, so my pattern on the green side. So usually what I do is I leave my pattern set out on my sticky mat or on my beadboard. So I don't have to keep reading it over and over. I just work off of the pattern that would be here. So let me show you what I mean, because it's always nice to have a sample. So it goes green, seed bead, round, seed bead, crystal, and then I put the 2 crystals that I'm going to be doing on either side so I know to alternate round. Now you don't ever use this pattern. You always use it only as a reference, and then you come back to it at the very end, and that would be the last part you would put on to your project. So I do this for most of my patterning work where I keep one sample like this out. And it's funny when I teach class, I'm always like, don't use it, leave it alone. Because the temptation is it's right there, it's set up, I want to use it, right? Keshi gold. Okay, so this is basically Germaine's pattern. Germaine, screenshot that. Then you'll have it. So on the pink side, it goes seed bead, keshi, crystal, pink, tip drill, keshi, gold. On the green side, it is round pearl, black velvet seed, nugget, black velvet, crystal, and then a round pearl. Ho ho! Now we are cooking with gas. Is that what my mom says? Okay. So I'm just gonna copy that over and over now. Well, 2 more times each, and then I will show you how to weave, and then also I'll put the bead caps on one side. So I probably have Danton show you some bead caps. Pearl, seed bead, nugget. What time is it, Danton?
It's about 1:56.
Seed bead, crystal, pearl. You got it. So I have some awesome news. Teresa, who is also part of our Ohana, she has been watching our YouTube videos. So I asked her if she wouldn't mind taking notes when she watches it, and then I can add it to the descriptions of all of our videos. And she's like, okay. I was like, oh my God, you guys, we're so lucky. So lucky. Ah, so lucky. Pearl. And then crystal. And then I'll put this on top so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm following my pattern from bottom up. Seed bead, keshi, crystal, oh, seed bead, keshi, crystal. I did it backwards. It's a good thing I have my pattern. Just make sure you know if you're reading up or down though. I read away from my body. Crystal, pink pearl, keshi gold. Okay. I cannot talk and bead. Keshi and gold seed bead. Alrighty, I'm gonna string that all the way down. And now I have my left side and my right side of my treasure trove on. Ooh, it is so pretty. And then I'm going to tie a square knot above it. And if you don't remember what you're doing, which is why I use two different colors of strings, just make sure that whatever palette is on each string, because I know sometimes people get confused and they're like, oh, I did it both on the same side. That's not too big a deal because you can just rotate the piece, but it does make it easier if you're not creating um, a blockage from the start of just stringing. Because I don't know if you guys notice, like, as soon as your brain goes, oh, that's too hard or that's too complicated, you don't, you create this barrier to entry and you don't want to do something. So I'm always like, what do we do to remove those barriers to entry? All right, one more time. If you guys want any crystal kits, let me know. I can have Danton show you the flashcards that he made if you want to get a crystal kit to add to it, or if you need some nylon cord. He made a slide. He is so thoughtful so that you guys can get the correct size nylon. When in doubt, Terry, just use number 4. Like if you're like, I don't know what size, or get 2 packs of 4 and 2 packs of 6 in neutral colors, and you should be okay. I usually have at home, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 in the brown and the light brown, or the beige color, and black. Because I'm always like, I can always make something with that. But I have a bead store, so I actually have the green and the blue. Because when I make stuff for friends and they tell me they want a certain color, I'm always like, okay, I can do that. Rare earth. What is the kit number for that? 390. Rare earth is 390. Mr. Danton, if you can take that wheel. Ah, you did take the wheel. Oh, it's not 390. Rare earth is 384. No. Rare earth is 390. 384 is deep blue. Okay, so don't use that, you guys, or you're going to end up with something you don't want. So I'm going to go pearl, seed, crystal. So I'm on this one. And pearl. Melita, if you can please remove KT384 from your cart and replace it with KT390. And on the pink string, okay, are you guys ready to add the next layer on? I am. Germaine, are you good that you can finish this pattern off on your own at home? I can take a picture with my phone too, and I'll send it to you so that in case your screenshot wasn't clear enough, I'll do that. Gold. Keshi. Volcano color. Pink pearl. So if you have a tray, like a separator tray, then definitely go and use that, okay? Because when you have so many different beads in your system, or use a bead mat.
384 is the one that takes them to the very end.
Oh.
All of our
Oh, so sorry, you guys. That is the right number. Don't listen to me. I evidently am not trustworthy at beading and giving instruction about how to shop on our website. Good job, Denton. Okay, so now I'm going to tie a square knot. And again, if your square knots are not tight, just make 2 knots, 2 repeated knots. Not overhand, do the square kind like you would tie your shoelaces with, because overhand is a little bit funky in getting it tight if both sides are not the same. Okay, look how cute this is already without even the woven part. So we did 2 colors. We did a green side, a pink side, and now the brown side is going to be the soft flex side. Now there's a completely different technique of hooking that part on. we're going to use a crimp and soft flex. So let me get a bunch of soft flex. Oh yeah, deviled eggs are good. So this is going to be like 10 inches. So I'm going to cut like 3 feet because just in case I make a boo-boo. Okay, so I have my soft flex. I have 014. You can use 014. I'm actually using soft touch to be exact, okay? Soft touch, not the soft flex, because I like the flexibility of it. And I'm going to take a crimp, just one. This is like my own homemade technique of attaching it on. So if you don't like it, you can do your own technique. I won't be hurt, I promise. Put on the crimp. Come up through the piece. Go back and circle through the crimp 2 times. Lord, Amanda, I haven't done this in like 15 years. I hope I'm doing it right. And then go back into the crimp one more time. So you're circling through it twice because we're going to make sure that this is on there very securely. So basically all you've done is got a loop of soft flex crimped at the end of your project so that it's on there, and then you're just going to squeeze that crimp. So it's not like it's a super like specific technique, and why it doesn't have to be is because we're going to hide all of this junk inside a, guess what? First person to guess is my best friend. How are we going to hide all of these threads? I'm just going to go in and squeeze this crimp. I used a 2x2. I didn't use a twist crimp because I wanted the cord to go in there multiple times. Bead cap. Thank you. A cone. Exactly. So I don't have to have a long tail because all of this I'm going to be trimming later, and it's going to be pulled through the bead cap. Okay, so look, I have a piece of soft flex coming out of my project. Okay, I got to turn off my phone. I'm going to take a picture of the layout for Miss Germaine. I'm going to brighten it. Okay. And I am back. Okay. Now, with the soft flex, now we got to make a pattern on that. So, we put all her beads away. Just put that here. Now we get to use the brown beads. Kind of exciting. I'll send you all my extra seed beads too, Germaine, so don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging. You can just have them all to do with as you please. There's going to be enough. I'm going to set this here so you can see it. Oh, the sticky mat is awesome, like right now, if I don't want my project to move. And we're going to go up and down through these loops, okay? So this is how it's going to look stuck together. Here's what's awesome. Look at all these crystals. We can now do like a crystal-y thing. Ha! Okay. Okay. I'm kind of excited. I don't know what to do first. You want to use all the crystals, Germaine, or just some of the colors? If you want to use all, I'm going to figure out right now how to do that. Here's the pearls we're going to be using.
Sharpay says you're out of control. Janine's like, breathe, Janie, breathe.
So exciting.
Germaine says she's excited too. Hi, Kim.
Okay, I'm going to use all the sparkly ones then. All the light colored crystals. I'll save the darks. You know what you can do? You can use, with the other kit, you can use that with the black one. So you can do like a, or at least close to all. Okay, okay. I'll put this one in there too.
That's so pretty.
Does that one look too dark, you guys? Kidoki. So now we're gonna go crystal bananas. Remember, there's only 12, and we need to get through about, what did I say, about 12 loops. So I'm not gonna go super crazy because we don't have to. We can just use 1, 2, put a pearl, 3, okay. And actually what I should be doing is pasting my pattern on the side too as I go in case I have to change anything. 4. Don't use your pattern crystals. 4. Hi, Lise.
Hi.
Then I'm gonna put a helicopter. 5. Not too dark. Too dark. Don't use black if it sticks out. Okay. And we'll try a dark one. We'll see. 6. Okay, so the thing about this is you don't even know what it's going to look like until you string it. So I am going to do one more pattern of the exact same thing. Light, gold, faceted, rose gold, 2 pearls, and a dark one. All right, let's see. What was Janine's seed bead idea? Oh, use some gold seed beads? Too late, Janine. I'll have to turn around and come back to that, but we'll see. So I just strung this as a tester. And now we are going to go in and out of the pukas. So right now this thread's coming up. So we want to go down into the next hole. And I'm going to come up in the hole after that. Down. This is the best part of the whole project. Just make sure that your pattern stays left, right, alternating. And up. We're just going up and down in each hole. And then you have to hold all the beads tight. We can look at it. I'm thinking I would like, I don't know, I think it's actually really pretty. We could add more pearls. We could add more brown. But now's the time to redo it because we didn't go very far. So when you look at it like this, and no shame, okay, Germaine, no shame. You can be like, I don't like how light the green ones are. Because for me, what I would like is not this pink pearl in here. Amazingly, I would redo it and I would take out the pink. But it's so funny because Sharpay is more pinks. So I think at this point, this is where your personal preference of color is going to come in. So now that I did this, I can be like, okay, but is it evenly colored? Yes. Is it green? Is it pink and brown? Definitely. So it kind of has to be, oh, how do you explain it? It has to be to your preference. Um, I love the brown in here. And if you want to do more brown, I can incorporate this bead because you can see by adding this bead, it's really going to pop it brown. So this is what you do. You take it apart, you pull all the string out. So this is the design element of the treasure trove. Keep your original design stuck on your board. And now I'm going to put the dark brown pearl in there and see how that plays. You never know. Ooh, it's totally different. Hold on. We'll go crystal. Brown. You'd like the brown to be darker? Okay, easy. Gold. And since Germaine has a bunch of these pearls, there's a whole bag of these tip drill ones right here. I'm going to pick out the darker ones purposefully versus the lighter ones. And let's see how that looks. I'm also going to put on 3 at a time versus 2. So let me set that pattern up next to it. 3. And okay, so this was pattern 1. This is pattern 2 right here. So these are going to substitute for those. And then we'll look at it again. So 1, 2 pearl thing, 3 of these, and then this dark brown. I'm going to repeat it one more time. I know, isn't it kind of fascinating how the unfolding of this, it's almost like opening us, it is like opening a surprise box because you have no idea what it's going to look like. 1, 2, 3, dark brown. Or darker brown. It's like a mocha-y color. Rose gold. And 3 little browns. Thanks you guys for hanging in there with me. I mean, it's been super fun being able to bead with you guys. We do have a bead jam coming up very soon, yeah, Danton? Next week, Saturday. So before we changed our shows to Saturdays, I didn't know we were going to do that. And so we put a bead jam on a Saturday. So our rainbow showcase next week will be on Sunday as a result. So make sure you make a note of your calendar. It's going to be at 12 noon. Like real kind 12 noon. Not the kind where I show up super late because there's like, I don't really have a calendar yet. I kind of depending on what time it is in the East Coast, and I say who can come. That's been like my thing. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna have a short end and a long end tethered to your piece. So make the short end come outside like this, so it's nice and neat. Take the end of your cord and we're gonna go down. It's so much easier if I had a Nancy Lee holding this project for me. I have to be a big girl and do it myself. She is busy, I think, working on the next showcase and pulling the beads. So down. And am I in camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Down and so make sure it's snaking and up. So my temptation is to pull it towards me so I can untangle it, but then you won't see what I'm doing. So uno momento. The thread is 6 feet, but you can do it. Just Gotta pull it through slowly. Up and down. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm doing this, we do have a video on YouTube called the Treasure Trove. And then down. Do one more, and then we'll look at it again. I think I actually kind of like the darker beads in here for this one. Danton, can you tell by what you're looking at on your side? And don't forget to take all the slack out. Ooh, I like this.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like the dark colors in there.
I do like the pink in there.
Oh my God, I like the pink now.
The pink
Like I like the
now.
pink popping out now. Ooh, this is super nice. You know what it reminds me of? And maybe because I'm hungry, it reminds me of like pistachio ice cream.
I was gonna say,
So just by changing the tone slightly. So I think what it was is this bead here is a little too orangey. And because it's orangey, it was kind of pulling and fighting for me with the attention from the pink. By putting the chocolate in there, it kind of went with like the strawberry, you know? Isn't that interesting? So you guys got to just kind of work with it and play with it. And then even within Germaine's mixed beads, I took all the darker ones, and the gold ones could be saved for a different project, but you got plenty in there. Oh, I love it. I love, love, love it. Miss Germaine, do you think you can take over from here? Let me know. Now, I was gonna answer the question before I go eat my lunch, which is, oh, wait, I gotta take a picture of this. Hang on, hang tight, my friends. One, two, three, and then this. Oh, look, I even made a pattern. Okay, Germaine, I got 2 photos for you that I will be sending to you. Oh, let me find you all. Okay, now is a great time for questions. This is so pretty. I'm going to take a quick picture of it. I'll post it after.
you can't keep it.
I know, I'm like, oh, I love it.
Did everybody see your new bag, Jamie? You want me to push it to you?
Can you guys see that? Here, I'm gonna hold that. I don't know if the color is more true on my phone. It is pretty. The soft licks I used was the 0.01 for soft touch that we definitely have. Oh, you guys, I love it. Germaine. So she could do a bracelet, but if you do a necklace, ooh, Danton, can you give me some love? It's going to be probably like, you could probably get it down to here and then have it come up to the sides. And then, oh, I forgot to show you how to get the cone on. Denton, do we have any cones I can show them from the last showcase? I can just bust it out super quick to show them. I gotta show you how to finish it. Uno momento. I'm gonna start cleaning up some of these while I look at any kind of questions from you all. Does anybody ever want me to do another unboxing? And if you want me to be unboxing yours for a specific project you want to try, let me know, because I am happy to do that. That was super easy. If you need any of the supplies, let me know, because I'm super happy to grab those for you, and then you can try them as well. Mr. Danton is right now looking for the cones so I can finish that. That was super fun. Do more. Okay. I'm trying to think if we have any other things that we're doing together that I could do an unboxing for, and then a project. Or if there is a theme, Waffles is at home. Yes, she is napping. If there's a theme that somebody is interested in, something that you want to make, perhaps a project, and you're like, oh, I totally want to try this, and I'm not too sure, and you want me to experiment with whatever it is you're purchasing, I can do that for you. I can totally do that for you. I think I miss that so much from having a store. Okay, do you have that whole tray, or is it just those? Just those. Okay. So we have these for Mr. Danton. Let's see if it works. All right, so you're gonna have your end like this, right? Now you're gonna get a piece of wire. Just get a random piece of wire. And then you go and you make a wire wrap at the end. It doesn't have to be this thick. You can use like a 20 gauge. This is like 16 because this is just what I had sitting outside of my desk. And then you're going to make a wire wrap loop. Oh, and how do you finish the crystals at the other end, Germaine? If you're kind of shaky about like putting it back through the crimp 2 times and you're worrying about slack, you can put a little tiny 1x1 micro crimp every so often and just crimp it down. And then that way your little baby crimps along the way are going to hold your project together. And then on the other side, you're going to put your crimp, swirl through the last loop that you made 2 times, and go from there. So give me 1 second so I can clean this up. So it's going to be like that on the other end. Now we have this, which is a side 1 start. You're going to make a large loop and cut your cords away, burn it, do whatever you need to do. Make sure the loop is big enough that it can go through over all that stuff. So I'm going to tell you a loop size to make. I would say about 5 millimeters, or the base if you have the Lindströms, because I tried to make a small loop because I haven't done this in a while. The small loop was too small. So I'm just going to make a big ugly one for now just to get it in there. Okay. Oh, that worked. I'm going to be cutting this off, Germaine. Don't worry. This is just for demonstration purposes. Okay. So your wire is now stuck to the end of your project. So don't cut anything important, just the tail. Take the end. Make sure you have a cap that will cover everything. Slide your cap down. And this one's a little bit big for this. Danton brought me the biggest ones we have, which are 10 millimeter. I probably would use something a little bit smaller, but it's hard to say what's going to fit. Isn't that the truth? Because it's depending on how many beads you have at the end. So you would have to just play with it. We have cones. Tell me, and then I can do another showcase to show you cones. But that would be the ending. Of course, without all these cords. But I'm not going to cut them until Miss Germaine finishes her project. So that's how you end your treasure trove. Danton, can you please get me a smaller cone so that I can put something on there that looks more pleasant? Like where she'll be like excited. Danton went off to do that. I am packing up your beads, Miss Germaine. All right. I know the copper color will look really good. I'll put this in Germaine's bag. Germaine, what I can do too is I can note which beads are on what side of your bracelet with the pattern, okay? I think that will help you as well. It's green potato, green this, and then we had the two colors of crystals, which was the green. Okay, hold on. Danton has a whole tray. Do we have the copper ones? The other jar, the gold jar? Yeah, we're gonna put a darker one on it. Okay, and then I'll put green and this. Okay, so I'm gonna actually do it. I'll bag it so that there's like side A. Okay, like side A, so you can match it with your picture. And then the other side was side B that had this and the keshi and don't worry, I got you. I got you. And the seed beads. So definitely, can you show the finished ones you did? Yeah, I sure can. I sure can. Give me 1 second to create some space here. I'm gonna put the cone on. Did you guys have fun yesterday in Calvin's beach show? I called him last night. He was so tickled by everybody who came and participated. Oh, I have some more Calvin beads to show you. Do you guys want to see on Wednesday, maybe? Should I finish up on Wednesday? Okay, let's see if any of these will fit. Maybe this one. 'Cause basically, it only has to perch. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. I like that. Let's try this one. Because you basically just have to cover your wire wrap and the end of the thread. That's cute too, but I don't really like how skinny it is. That one doesn't cover up the wire wrap. I don't know, this is the hard part, which is why when we had a store open, people could come in and we would like be like, oh, let's look. Oh, that's kind of pretty. But I think I like this one because the depth of it. Let's see this. Maybe that one's too wide. I vote this one. Yeah, the copper parfait. That's cute, yeah. I'll leave these on the side in case you want any of these. Oh, I only have 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. I hope we can get more. And I'll ask Danton to put that in while I clean up the rest of your tray. All right, now, does anyone have questions about anything at all before I end this show? Anything at all? Okay, so I want to tell Germaine, thank you very much